keep going.
Forward.
There you go. All right.
You have to forgive me, I'm recently back from a 36-hour vacation. So I'm operating about 92%, but as Colin says in the tablet as well, my 92% is other people's 25. I'm really looking forward to this. So I brought this up here as a prop just for this purpose. Based on this, 1 kilogram of water, what happened 85 years ago today?
Stuff happened.
Anybody? Stuff happened?
Stuff happened.
Stuff happened, all right. So it was a Tuesday. Was it really? Or Tuesday? So let's see what happened 85 years ago. Again, related to this. Somebody got it. What says?
Stock market crash.
The stock market crash. That has nothing to do with it. Holy Yes. So 85 years ago today, there was also another detection, a very important detection. It was the first detection of an exoplanet. Now, you didn't realize this because you think that that happened back in 1996, but there are photographic proof that somebody found an exoplanet the night before this happened. The night before this happened, and presumably it had to do with this person right here. Do we know who that is?
Megan Trainor.
Thank you. So the stock market crash, what happened, correlation, causation, that's what we'll discuss. So let's talk about our detection methods for exoplanets. There's a couple ways you can do this. If we're looking at a transit of an exoplanet, you can see the dip right here, but notice that there's a direct correlation in the fluctuations of the stock market. Now I want to note there's no way for the stock market to know this is happening. And yet somehow it manages to do that. And then you can turn it off when you want to right here. Which, unlike the stock market, you can't do that. You can't turn the stock market off because it just happens. So this right here, so this was the stock market and it occurred, and it wasn't so much as a crash as it was kind of a dimming. They call it what they call Black Friday, Black Monday, Black Tuesday. Black Tuesday. It's more like a gray Wednesday because they were worried about it through the evening. But again, is this possibly a correlation with this here? I don't know. We're going to find out though. Watch that. So I had a conversation in the hall the other day. This is pretty much how it went. But if we decide to undetect exoplanets, just pretend they never happened, we can do that indirectly. So if we did that, we could basically turn the stock market back on by just pretending that the exoplanets never happened. I do want to point out that there is a little problem down here. Do you recognize that? What's that? No, this is actually Gliese 6678c. It's part of what's called the ring Ebola nebula. So that's where Ebola comes from. But the problem with this exoplanet is that it actually causes whatever this is. This flat line right there. So yeah, that's impressive. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, the candidates. Was this from our recent job application? So again, if we're going to find a way to both bring the stock market back and stop Ebola, we need to find some way to find these exoplanets. So this is a graph of Earth's versus ours. And you can see that there's a place where there are no R's when there should be Earths. See that? And we've hidden those behind the legend. And these boxes we've drawn because that's where NASA's budget cuts have caused to certain things. If we had more money, we'd know about all this stuff here and this stuff here. The different zones refer to the local Weber County Commission election zoning law. You voted on these, haven't you already? This is Zone 1. This is where you can keep chickens but not goats. Goats but not people. This is where you can have people and goats. And this is where you can have ducks. So this is Brad Carroll's house. And again, you can see the problem that has over here is that it means that Brad's living outside all the other zones. However, if we go back to the original, the reason we came here, which was Colin's talk, you can see that we have translated that message. Not into English. We have translated it into alien. And if you take that alien language and make a pictogram out of it, you see this diagram, which clearly shows, if you follow all of the lines, are you with me? All of the paths through there, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So we have that. And then there's a few things up here that I don't really want to talk about too much. I wouldn't mind mentioning that this is a really nice list of dates. Chronologically, in fact, each one happening later than the other. That's always interesting. And then, of course, here we circled these two because they're bigger. So, am I out of time? I've got plenty of time yet. There was one other thing I wanted to mention. You see these two gerbils right here? Are those gerbils?
Hamsters.
Hamsters. So there's a reason why hamsters are often having this discussion. Hamsters are especially sensitive to reduced CO2, and they wouldn't like to have a reduced CO2 atmosphere. That's very, very bad. So that's why this is. And this is how Colin's going to feel here in a little bit. He loses this competition. Any questions?
So if you go back to that last slide
Yes.
really quick, the shape that was impossible to follow.
Oh, yeah, this one. Well, not impossible for me, but.
Well, if you look at it right, it's really just, it's obviously like the structure of H2O. So I'm wondering how many of those fit inside the kilogram of water that you're holding.
10 to the 23, order of magnitude. I mean, I just calculated that.
So is our stock market experiencing these crashes or dips on that same scale of information loss, or not information loss, but the time scale, like if it was 100 light years away, we're seeing that 100 light years ago?
Yes. So we're just now are feeling the impact of the Black Tuesday. Just now. It happened 85 years ago, but we just experienced it recently. Yeah, it's just the light travel time. That's all it is. Yeah.
So if you only have somewhere between 10 and 23 water molecules in your cup, those must be really big water molecules.
They are. No, but I put these in a magnetic field before I came here, so they're all aligned. Better for health. Speaking of health, by the way, this thing isn't what's going to kill you. You don't have to worry about Ebola. You have to worry about fear of Ebola. I think I'm out of time. Thank you very much.